Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video was supposed to be me blind reacting to the Animal Crossing movie Nintendo released back in 2006, but interestingly enough, since it was only released in Japan, it was only released in Japanese. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I don't know Japanese. I don't know any language besides English. I mean, sure, I'm learning Spanish on Duolingo, but if I were to watch a movie only in Spanish, there's still no way I'd be able to understand what was going on. Long story short, I ended up watching this movie and just basically using context clues to figure out what was going on. Then, afterwards, I went back and read through Wiki, and apparently what I deciphered from the plot actually wasn't too far off. I know a lot of people watching this video probably won't have an opportunity to watch the Animal Crossing movie, unless they buy it. So today, I'm going to give you an overview of what the movie is about, so you don't have to watch it and figure it out for yourselves. Without further ado, here is my summary of the Animal Crossing movie. We start off with Cutman taking the main character, I, to her new home in Animal Village. And yep, that's what it's called, Animal Village. Very creative. When she gets there, she goes through this whole process of checking in on Town Hall and then gets sent to Tom Nook, where she, surprise, surprise, is immediately put to work. Like, I love how this guy literally never lets anyone live rent-free. Basically, she's a delivery driver for Tom Nook because I guess money is a thing in this world too. Also, side note, this village is huge. Like, what? Why do we get the tiniest islands and I gets like a whole continent to work with? Basically, the beginning of the movie is us meeting some of the characters in the story, like Rosie, who is apparently called Bouquet in this movie, but I'm just gonna call her Rosie. We also meet Albert, otherwise known as Alfonso, like, okay, and you, the boy resident in the story. Spoiler alert, you basically just causes problems the whole movie. We also meet Sally, who is literally Margie, and throughout the movie, she becomes I's best friend, which is actually so relatable for anyone who plays Animal Crossing. Like, no joke, Marshall is probably in my top 5 friends list in real life. This whole movie is kind of what you expect. I just lives the kind of lives we live in our own islands and is surrounded by very typical villagers and scenarios, such as jock villagers running 50 laps around the island, villagers fishing all day and failing to catch anything good, bugs, fossils, that one random sibling that lives on your island and randomly whacks you with a net when your mom forces you to play together, that other sibling getting so angry at you when you destroy their blue roses they carefully grew for weeks, planting pitfalls for your least favorite villagers, collecting bottles on the beach, Blathers telling you all about T-Rexes when you literally couldn't care less, and of course, being able to relax at the roost. Eventually, I starts to really feel like she's a part of the community, and her friendships develop with the other villagers, so she starts to hang out with them more, which leads to situations like them almost dying in the caves. I thought Animal Crossing was like the only cozy game without caves or mines. We also get a lot of special NPC appearances such as Pascal, Red, Timmy, and weirdly realistic looking KK Slider. Apparently Margie really loves KK Slider, like more than the rest of us do. And apparently her love of KK Slider inspires her to follow her dreams of being a fashion designer. Yeah, that's literally the plot. Anyway, she leaves without even saying goodbye to I, and understandably this makes I kinda sad. I then pulls a Bella and is sad for several weeks until Margie sends her a letter basically saying, yeah, sorry I dipped out, I just didn't want to be sad telling you goodbye, but follow your dreams. Which I think is the worst apology ever, but apparently it makes I calm down, so cool, I guess. We finally transition to winter, and everyone loves winter? Like, I hate winter in Animal Crossing. No, I loathe it entirely. I meets up with Celeste in her observatory, which really shows me what we're missing out on in New Horizons. Like, why couldn't this be a section in the museum? Apparently all these bottles I has been finding they are thinking are from aliens, which, speaking of which, one decides to crash land in the forest. Yep, aliens, and Animal Crossing. While the rest of this movie was predictable, I actually didn't see that coming. Anyways, the whole town decides to meet up and check up on this alien, and when they do, who do you think walks out? Yep, it's Gulliver. He found a way to annoy you here too. Also, his beak isn't even in the helmet. Like, why wear a helmet if it doesn't even protect your whole face? And you wouldn't believe what he needs you to help him with. That's right, his ship is broken, and he needs your help looking for his communicator parts, I mean ship parts. Well, apparently you remember seeing a ship part fall towards the cave they almost died in earlier, and even though it's totally collapsed in now, they still decide they're going to try and get in. There's a whole boulder in the way, and no matter how hard they push, they can't move it. They would need a literal elephant to move. Oh, would you look at that? Margie is back. I don't know how she found everyone down by the caves and why she came back, but she's back, and we're not going to ask any other questions. Yu finds the ship part they're looking for and then proceeds to almost die for the next 3 minutes as he climbs up the side of the cliff and up a brontosaurus fossil to retrieve this part. We then discover that fall damage apparently isn't really a thing in this movie, as Yu falls over 100 feet straight through a solid layer of ice and miraculously survives. They then return to give the ship part to Gulliver when Champ also returns with the same part. Yeah, it gets weirder. What is this movie? Also, this scene for some reason reminds me of that one scene in La La Land where Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling do their little dance in the planetarium. Is that just me? Oh, okay. Anyway, the movie ends with the baby UFO reuniting with the other UFOs, and then the UFOs make a constellation in the shape of I's face, which in my opinion is totally unfair seeing how Yu was the one who even saved it in the first place. But I guess it couldn't get any more unfair. Oh, I gets a trophy too? Oh, okay. Anyways, the movie ends with I finally feeling like she really belongs in the town. All because she got a participation trophy. Oh, and apparently she has a 5-star island. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing so that you can see more of my content. I release shorts and videos throughout the week, and I stream on Saturdays. What was your favorite part of the video? Comment down below and let me know. And until next time, happy gaming!